beneath the restless waves, where sunlight fades into endless blue, there lived a mermaid whose voice could soften storms, whose beauty could rival the dawn. Her name was Nerina, daughter of the Sea Queen, sworn never to love a creature of the land. For such love, the old songs warned, would bring ruin upon the seas and sorrow upon the shore. But the heart seldom listens to warnings. One night, as Nerina swam close to the coast, she heard music unlike any she had known. It was not the haunting hum of the whales nor the clash of waves on cliffs. It was a melody played on strings of silver and sung by a voice deep with longing. Drawn by curiosity, she rose near the shore, hiding in the foam. There on the sands stood a man robed in gold and crowned with jewels of emerald. He was King Dorian, ruler of the coastal realm of the Lasser. He sang not for courtly praise, but for a wife he had lost a fever, a queen whose absence left his heart hollow. His song carried grief like a tide, and Nerina felt it. For weeks, she returned each night, listening from the shadows of waves. Soon, she dared to sing back, softly at first, like a whisper carried on the wind. The king thought it a dream, but when her song harmonized with his, sorrow and wonder mingled, and his eyes searched the sea as though it breathed her name. At last, their gazes met beneath the moon, and in that gaze, the forbidden spark was lit. From then on, the secret love grew. Dorian would walk the shores at night, and Nerina would rise from foam, her hair glistening like wet stars. He told her of his kingdom, of battles fought and people who depended on him. She told him of coral palaces, of dolphins that danced like jesters, of tides that obeyed the sea queen's will. They touched hands where sea met sand, nevermore, for she could not walk upon the land, and he could not breathe beneath the sea. Yet still their love was real. But love between two worlds is never hidden forever. The Sea Queen soon learned her daughter's nightly vanishings. In fury, she summoned Nerina before her throne of shells. "You are sworn to the ocean," the queen thundered. "Mortals are fleeting shadows. Love them, and you betray eternity. End this, or I will end it for you." Tears stung Nerina's eyes, but she bowed. She swore she would not return to the king. Yet the heart cannot be chained. On the seventh night of her vow, Nerina found herself once again at the shore. Dorian was waiting, his crown cast aside, his eyes hollow with despair. "Why do you flee from me?" he cried to the sea. "If you are a dream, let me wake. If you are real, let me see you one last time." And Nerina rose. She wept as she confessed the truth, that their love was cursed, that her mother forbade it, that the sea itself might rise against them if they defied the ancient law. But Dorian took her hand, trembling yet firm. "Then let the seas rage," he said. "What is a kingdom worth if I cannot love the one my heart was made for?" At those words, the ocean roared. Storm clouds rolled over the moon. The Sea Queen herself rose from the depths, towering with wrath, trident gleaming. "You dare defy me," she hissed. "Then let the punishment fall on you both." Lightning split the sky. The waves rose like mountains, threatening to swallow the shore. But Nerina, desperate, threw herself before her mother. "Spare him," she cried. "If any punishment must fall, let it fall on me." The Sea Queen's gaze softened, for though her heart was stern, she too had once known love forbidden. And so she decreed, "Very well, you shall walk the land, but never again return to the sea. For every step you take, you will feel the ache of the waves that no longer carry you. This is the price of mortal love." With a cry, Nerina's tail split into legs, and she fell upon the sand. The sea retreated, leaving her trembling in Dorian's arms. The storm ceased. The night grew still. From that day forth, Nerina became queen of the Lasser, standing beside Dorian. She ruled with a wisdom deep in the oceans, and her laughter healed the king's old wounds. But at night, when all was quiet, she would walk alone to the shore. She would press her feet into the sand, staring at the waves that once carried her, and tears would mix with the tide. For though she had gained a kingdom and immortal love, she had lost eternity and the song of the sea. And the fishermen of the Lasser still tell the tale of the queen with eyes like the ocean, who smiled with sorrow, and of the love that bound the sea to the land, beautiful, fragile, and forever bittersweet. Thus ends the tale of the mermaid, who loved a mortal king, a story of sacrifice, of love's triumph, and the haunting truth that even when love wins, it sometimes takes something away.